How y'all doing out there? Left Lane here, coming into the video. It's August 30th, 2018. We're just a little over 48 hours away from kickoff. UT, West Virginia. It's probably like 50-something hours. I don't have the exact number, but this is not really a preview video, but I just wanted, there's a lot of stuff going on right now that's kind of grinding my gears, so to speak. Stuff that's just getting under my skin, and I want to just make this video to kind of get some stuff off my chest about this upcoming game and the lack of respect that Tennessee is getting, even not only for this game, but for this season. Now, I understand that Will Grier is a good quarterback. I mean, there's no denying that. But, you know, he led Florida to a comeback win back in 2015 when we was up 2 touchdowns. But I watched some stuff yesterday. He's like, oh, I got Tennessee at 5.5 wins. How do you have 5.5? You don't play a half a game, first of all. But I think, you know, a lot of, you know, and some stuff that was said was about the coaching fiasco back in December. You know, it was a fiasco. It was a tornado. It was just a big old cluster. You know what the other word is, but so there's, you know, like, well, if they can't even figure out how to hire a coach, how are they going to, you know, have a winning season? I mean, on one hand, I do agree with that statement, but Fulmer came in, he turned it around, he made the hire of Jeremy Pruitt. One of the best, probably the best hire since Fulmer, obviously. There's no question about that. So, I think one of the reasons there's so much negativity is because of the way we performed last year. I mean, we're 4-8. We had never had a 4-8 season in the history of our program. We had never went winless in the SEC. Let that sink in. Tennessee, 20 years ago, won a national championship. Obviously, it's in the past. It's been a long time ago. We've won SEC championships, won Eastern Division championships. We've won several bowl games. Went winless in the SEC. 4-8, 0-8 in conference play. Obviously, it has probably sunk in, but just to hear it again, it grinds my gears. But you've got a new coach that is loaded. Before he came here, this team was loaded with talent. It's just they weren't being utilized. And the coaching staff that's come in is, a lot of people are rating it I don't know if it's the best right now, but it's definitely top 5 coaching staffs in the nation. And they've been there since December. And you're only going to give this team 5.5 wins, predict them to win 5.5 games. I mean, that's a slap in the face. And I've already said that in my previous video when I predicted what their season was going to be like. But I want to talk about this game in particular. It's a game of unknowns. I mean, they're going to a 3-4, which is something that they haven't done. And you got Jeremy Pruitt. Yes, he's the head coach, but he's going to be calling defensive plays this year, which we expected him to do. But here's the thing. I think he's untested as a head coach. We know that. But I think they forget his background, which is defense. Now, you can look at the Alabama, the 2 seasons he was defensive coordinator over there. You know, you can argue he had the talent, he had the resources, and he did. But just take Georgia. And I think Tennessee has more talent right now than Georgia did back in 2014 and 2015. So when in 2013, Georgia was an overall rated 45th ranked defense. 45th. 2015, they jumped from 45 to 17. And then 17 to 7. 45 to 17 in 1 year. 17 to 7 in his second year with less talent. And you're going to give him 5.5 wins in a conference that thrives on defense. He knows this conference inside and out. He's been in this conference most of his college career, except for the one season at Florida State. You're underestimating Tennessee. Now, I've said this before, you know, you could take a couple of games last year, if you could find just an ounce of offense, could have won 6 to 7 games. Their defense wasn't great, but they kept him in games. They kept him in the South Carolina game. They kept him in the Kentucky game. They kept, the offense did better in the Florida game, but that could have been a win. So there were some winnable games if the offense would have performed. And then you bring in the top defensive coordinator in all of college football with a defense that could have won games, or a team that could have won games. So I don't understand the logic. A team that kept them in, a defense that kept them in games last year. Now you bring in the greatest, not the greatest of all time, but right now the best defensive coordinator into your system, and you're going to doubt him. 5.5 is doubting this team. You're underestimating this team. Going through 3-4, that's an unknown. I just feel that this team is going to surprise a lot of people. I don't know what they're going to do offensively. I think they're going to obviously be better. Go into an I formation. I think, is not what a lot of teams do anymore. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I just don't think I think they're underrated right now. They're not getting the respect they deserve. Jeremy Pruitt's not getting the respect he deserves. What he was able to do at Georgia in one season, what do you think he's going to do at Tennessee when he has at least the same level of talent or even better talent? Now, I'm not taking anything away from West Virginia. They're a great school. They're a great team. I just don't know what to expect. I do think Tennessee can pull it out. If they can find some identity on offense, if they can, as we all know from what I've been researching, is West Virginia doesn't have the great, compared to last year, they didn't have a great defense. So if they can find some identity on offense, I think Tennessee has a chance to win this game. Now, it just depends on how well we can defend the pass. I think that right there is the biggest key. How well can Tennessee defend the pass? If they can somehow slow that down, they may have a shot to win this game. But, I just think that this game is going to be I don't know. I'm just looking forward to this game, but it just irritates me that they're not getting respect. Now, you've got to earn it. You've obviously got to earn it. I think maybe if they can come in and start out 4-0, which is very, very doable, I think they're going to get a lot more respect from media, from other fans, that this team is for real. Now, I'm not saying they're going to go, 9-2, 9-3, but 8-4 is a possibility. Depends on how well they play. But I am looking forward to this game. I am looking forward to this season. Like I said, we're about a little over, 50-something hours away. It just, they're going to see what this team is made of. They're going to see that this team is loaded with talent. And that's what probably irritates me more than anything is the amount of talent this team has. And they're only going to give them 5.5 wins. Predict 5.5 wins. Some even 4 games. Really? 4 games? Maybe lose 4, not win. But I like Jeremy Pruitt because he's not this guy that just says, oh, it's all sunshine and rainbows. He knows there's a lot of work to be done. And I mean, there's a lot of work. But the groundwork has been laid, and we're going to find out. And I cannot wait till 2:30 kickoff time. Well, it's 2:30 Central Time. I'm on Central Time, so it's actually 3:30 Eastern Time. Football's back, baby. How can you not get excited about this? It's the first Saturday of the regular college football season. Hell with the NFL. Nobody cares about the NFL anymore. 5-year low in ratings. Anyway, I just wanted to make this video. I just feel that, we're being disrespected. They disrespected our basketball team, and look what they did. They're disrespecting the football team. What are they going to do? They're going to prove them wrong, just like the basketball team did. I can't wait to prove all these critics wrong, and all these people that say, oh, they're no good. Oh, I don't know if he can do it. Of course he can do it. He was trained by the best man in college football history, Nick Saban. He worked under him for years. You don't think he picked up a thing or two about how to coach a team, how to lead a team, how to develop talent? I mean, come on. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time.